Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
It is. It sure is. Feels good. Right here on the precipice of another weekend. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. It could be a mostly frivolous Friday, I think. A free speech kind of Friday where you could call. We haven't done this for a long time. Just call with whatever's on your mind. Something maybe we haven't covered or have covered that you wanted to comment on. Whatever. Take us in a fun direction, perhaps.
Did you buy Dogecoin yesterday, Pat?
So I bought so much of it, I don't even know how much I have now. That's how much I bought.
Me too.
Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Me too.
It hit 28 cents.
Just call me Doge.
It hit 28 cents?
27.9 or something like that cents. So
Cool.
From a nickel?
From a nickel
huge.
a week ago.
No, it was under a penny.
Yeah,
at
in
first.
February it was under a penny.
Yeah.
Big day.
Yeah, it's a big
Get
day.
on that train. You've missed too many of these trains.
I know. I might as well miss this one, too.
Yeah.
You know?
It's already too late.
Can you imagine a Bitcoin conversation? 28 cents for Bitcoin.
I ain't
too
paid
late.
28 cents for
It's
that.
already too late. Just move on.
Well, that's what I kept thinking as it made its way up to 62,000 or wherever it is now. It's $1,000. Too late. It's already too late. I missed that bandwagon.
Shut up.
Now they're saying 400,000.
I know.
Maybe. I mean, who was it? Oh, it was Bloomberg that predicted that. $400,000
In 2022.
a coin. Come on.
Not 10 years out. Next year.
Right, next year. I mean, at the rate it goes, that's possible. I'd have to
I
say.
guess so. I might have to check with my man Tika Tawari and see what he has to say.
Yeah.
now
Who
we're-
predicted the 40?
Yeah, he did.
Doge just hit 29 cents. So
Wow.
tick, tick.
So it's going
Like
up
I said.
as we speak.
It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah, it's too late. I mean, we could have already paid. We could have already gained a penny on every single stock we had bought. Could have already gained a penny.
Or coin.
But no. Or coin. Yeah, right.
That's what I mean. It's too late.
All right. So we got that. You got Dogecoin to talk about today, if you want to talk about Dogecoin. Also, there are some adverse reactions being caught and seen by people on these vaccines, which is not helpful for the vaccine people and the vaxxers, the people who are so adamant about getting vaccinated.
You will.
And not only
will.
will you get vaccinated, you'll love it. It'll be a feeling of euphoria.
Yeah.
You'll think you're on drugs. You'll think you've just taken heroin. That's how great this vaccine is.
Wait.
Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah?
Me too.
Yeah.
Shall we go today?
I think it was my son-in-law, my daughter's husband. He went to get vaccinated. While he was there, somebody was taken out on a stretcher after their shot.
Did he decide, you know what? Look at the time.
He got it. Or I don't know if he'd already
really?
received it, but then they send you into this room where
Yeah,
you have to wait.
Yeah.
Just in case you have a reaction,
Yeah,
which she did.
They send you to the
immediately
holding tank.
to
Yeah.
the point where she passes out. She's on the floor. They have to take her out in a stretcher.
That is just like a clip we have today.
Is it?
Clip 2.
Huh.
So he was waiting for the vaccine.
Yeah.
And he saw this. Oh, well. And then.
Oh my God, man.
Okay, so this is like a drive-through vaccine place. And
Look at him, dude. He's just out.
what? Oh yeah. He already got the shot? And he went out.
Hello, wake up. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Well, I could have done that. Aren't the yellow vesters have some kind of medical?
Oh, he goes on to say,
Oh man.
I'm not getting that one.
Which one did she get? I want the other
I
one.
want the other one. So that's what I'm saying. If it's so rare, I mean, we got that footage. We've got your son-in-law. Okay.
Well, it is rare, though, right? I mean, I'm sure that where your son-in-law got the shot, the first one, right? It was the first round. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of people that got the shot, and one person falls over.
That we saw. How do you know it's not 5 or 10 or 15 or 30 or 100
You know what's more rare
people a
is
day?
dying from it if you get it.
Yes, that's true. So
makes everything a
There you
lot
go.
better if you get it, Mr. Anti-Vaxxer.
yeah, except it doesn't protect anybody around you, so you still can't live a normal life.
I know. And
So
by the
weird.
way, they're already throwing the ball into the court of you're probably going to have to get another one.
Yeah,
right,
oh, yeah.
right.
Sure, you got to get the first two,
Mm-hmm.
and you're fine after maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. But we probably in another 6 months you're going to have to get another
6
one.
months to a year for the Pfizer.
Need a third one, yeah.
6 months to a year, and then you get another shot, and then 6 months to a year after that, you get another shot. So it's going to be an annual thing. It's your flu shot.
Yep. They keep trying to tell you it's not like the flu, but they keep going back to the flu, saying, well, it's like the flu shot. It's like the flu shot. Well, I thought it wasn't like the flu shot.
Right.
Have you gotten it yet, Jeffy?
No, I have not. I have not.
Still thinking about it?
I am.
Me too.
I still am. I'm still working on. I'm thinking about just the one Johnson & Johnson and be done with it.
Well,
I'm
that one's on
kind of
pause.
off.
But
off the
they
Johnson
all.
& Johnson.
I think they all are going to show that they could cause blood clots. I mean,
No, they cause something else. I just don't want the blood clot. If I grow a tail or something, so what?
That'd be kinda cool.
Cover it up in my pants,
Right.
You know.
you hope.
But
If not, you rip a hole and let the tail out.
right. If not, yeah, that's right.
Dude, you're not supposed to show that in public. Anyway,
That'd be tough driving. You had to sit on your tail.
Yeah, I don't know how dogs do it. How do they do it?
I don't know.
They don't drive.
Your dog doesn't drive. You ought to have it
Have that
checked.
checked.
Yeah.
Get that dog
You
checked.
put that thing down.
I mean, how old is it? Should be driving by
Right?
now.
Like in human years, he's like
Right.
60.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the problem?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Well, I'd be
about.
interested to hear when you get the vaccine
I'm thinking about it, but
because you're
I
starting to
just-
sound like an anti-vaxxer.
every time I think about it again, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go get it. And I have an app on my phone that shows me where they're available and who has them, in our neck of the woods. I go to that app and then I'm like, nah.
Nah. Well, I was doing a little grocery shopping, went into a Kroger, and they had this huge sign.
Yeah.
Free vaccine here. You get your free vaccine shot.
I know, and you think,
And I
okay.
thought, I could just go in there and
Walk
do it,
up and do it.
right? But I didn't, of course. So
So-
but I could if I
so-
wanted to.
We've got the Johnson & Johnson on pause, right? The AstraZeneca, they're pausing. In fact,
Around the world,
We
yeah.
don't know what's happened to this lady in Denmark, but they were having an announcement where they were just saying, "Hey, we're going to stop doing the AstraZeneca here in Denmark,"
Yeah.
and then watch this little clip here.
Okay.
Uh-oh. No.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Go. That
She goes
looked-
out.
Wow.
What's he doing with her legs? Like, what is this trick?
Dude.
What is he?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, let's just bring it up, get the blood flow going.
Is it?
Everybody knows that.
I've never seen someone pick someone's feet up and put it around their shoulders.
Haven't seen that either.
No, he turned them to the side.
Okay.
He bent her legs and turned them to the side.
Okay.
That man has medical training.
That must be what it is.
So she didn't choke on her tongue. I guess.
Right.
Whatever. I don't know.
Is the tongue
Wow,
around
she-
the ankle?
She went,
She went down hard.
cold.
Oh, she
Yeah.
hit her head. Yeah, watch
Ooh,
this.
this is ugly.
That's awesome.
Ouch.
I mean, not
Ouch is
awesome.
right. Wow. That's scary. Do we know what became of her?
Yeah, I don't know.
Should look into that. I hope she's okay.
She is. Russian dash cam. Everybody's fine.
Okay. Right. Good.
Everybody's
That's right.
fine.
We wouldn't show it if it wasn't a happy ending.
Thank you.
Goodness knows we've shown only happy ending videos.
Thank you.
From the beginning of this show.
see.
So, do we know if she had just received the vaccine?
That's what people are wondering. Yeah, let's just see here.
we don't know.
Well, Doge is up to 32 cents.
So what's the deal with that then? I mean, we just have a video of a lady passing
Yeah,
out and we're
yeah.
blaming it on the vaccine.
Yes.
No one's blaming it. It's just saying that that's ironic that it happened there. Man, this doesn't say, and this was recently updated. Just faints.
I'd love to know what happened there and how she's doing. But now people are so excited about the vaccine, as we were talking about. They're even singing songs about it.
Oh no!
So great.
Oh gosh.
This is to Killer Queen, not Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, my bad.
By
I
the way.
misspoke.
Yeah.
Get your shot and we can get concerts and sports events. The summer could be so nice. Please just get your vaccine. We're so close to our dream.
Wow.
Oh,
There's your Colt, Pat.
Really want to indoor time. Quote, definitely no surprise.
You think you'll make it to the end, Pat?
Spreading lies.
Yeah.
Those girls look a lot alike.
The
Unbelievable.
administration would like you to take this vaccine. Joe Biden told you last week, if you don't, you can't celebrate the 4th of July.
With so much hesitation, we'll never get out of this mess. Screwing the nation, of course,
You're
it's
not
the
going to make it to
Republicans.
the end of this.
I know.
Now, thank God we've got Biden. And now, incidentally, the cases have declined. Vaccines are a miracle from science.
Oh my gosh, he is.
Everyone's compliance, a shot
He's
or two will
fascinating.
suffice.
I want to hear it.
Vaccine, we're so close to our dream. Put an end to this quarantine. Guarantee that you'll be fine.
It's a safe and effective product.
You won't die? Well, how do you know? Yeah, that's her last line there. You won't die. Well, people have. Can you guarantee me that or my money back?
And
Yes.
Notice the last clip she used was of Dr. Fauci saying, this vaccine is safe and effective.
So, I mean, these are the Branch Covidians, man. They
Yeah.
are so in love with it.
They sure are.
They're singing about it. They're worshiping it practically.
And that pushes
It's
me.
unbelievable.
That pushes me.
Yeah, it pisses
away.
me off. It pushes me to not want to get
Yes, it does.
Just to give them an in your face.
Yes, it does. I know.
It just goes to show they haven't seen the Danish video. They haven't seen people pass out in front of them while they're at the stupid place to get a vaccine shot.
They're
Right.
just ignoring it.
They haven't heard about the deaths. They haven't heard about any of this stuff because they live in their little bubbles and they think everything's great. And as soon as you get the vaccine, everything's fine, which it is not.
But it isn't.
because you can't even live your life normally.
No.
So when do we get back to normal? That's what Jim Jordan was asking Dr. Fauci yesterday. Like, when is normal there, doctor?
And he doesn't have an answer.
Well, we're about to see.
He doesn't care.
Continue this forever, or when do we get to the point? What measure, what standard, what objective outcome do we have to reach before Americans get their liberty and freedoms back?
You know, you're indicating liberty and
I-
freedom. I look at it as a public health measure to prevent people from dying and going to the hospital.
You don't think Americans' liberties have been threatened the last year, Dr. Fauci? They've been assaulted. Their liberties have.
Right.
I don't look at this as a liberty thing, Congressman Jordan.
Well, that's
I look at
obvious.
this
That's your problem.
as
That's
a public
obvious, yeah.
health
That's your
thing.
problem.
But
I disagree with you
you
on
think
that.
the Constitution is suspended during a virus, during a pandemic? It's certainly not.
Good stuff.
This will end for sure when we get the level of infection very low. It is now at such a high level. There's a threat again of major
Dr.
surges.
Fauci, over
Major.
the last year, Americans' First Amendment rights have been completely attacked. Your right to go to church, your right to assemble, your right to petition your government, freedom of the press, freedom of speech have all been assaulted. I mean, for a year now, Americans haven't been able to go to church. Even today, when they go to church, they're limited in the size of worshipers who can meet.
Right.
Your right to assemble? Oh, my goodness.
Okay. That's awesome. Jim Jordan's great. He's so great at this kind of stuff. And then he just kind of disappears when, bills are talked about or votes come up. He's just silent. But these kinds of things,
I know
he does really
he's
well.
He's the new what's his face from South Carolina, the former congressman, the always was so great in all of these,
Yes.
and then he just disappear.
Yeah.
I kind of think he's on Fox now. He's one of their
Yes.
contributors.
Trey Gowdy.
Yeah,
Yes,
Trey
Gowdy. Trey Gowdy was
Exactly.
always so great in all of these, and you just wanted to wrap your arms around him, and then
Here's the other asinine thing. They're not next to anybody, and they're all wearing masks.
yep. Oh yeah.
While you're speaking, asking, and answering questions, how about take off the mask?
Oh yeah. No.
Come on.
No.
And by the way, you're not there if you got COVID. So what do you have the mask for at all?
They've all been vaccinated.
Asinine.
Well, Nancy Pelosi, the Street Fighter, wants you to. That's her rules.
Yeah.
The other night, I was just kind of browsing through channels. I came upon a softball game that was being announced by the play-by-play guy and his color commentator, and they're both wearing masks,
So
full-on mask, as they're announcing a football game or a softball game on television. So stupid. You're in a booth, isolated by yourselves. You know neither one of you has COVID-19.
They probably have a plexiglass divider
Right.
between them.
They-
Probably.
Yes,
Probably.
they did. They did. And still they're wearing masks. I mean, how asinine is that? You're broadcasting a game. Can we maybe, I don't know, have you remove the mask so it can be clear.
They know the camera's not on them,
heard.
right? They don't have to virtue signal during the game.
Just on. I mean, the whole thing is just so ridiculous.
But it depends on where the game is at, right? Because a lot of those municipalities mandate it, so they have to. If they want to do the games. I mean,
although I think it was in Texas. I think it was Austin.
Oh, wow.
I think it was Texas softball.
I think you just said the magic word there.
I'm trying to think.
Austin.
Unbelievable, though. All right, let me tell you about Built Bar. Built Bar, the best tasting protein bar ever. They are so good. I made the mistake recently of bringing them home so my family could try them. Completely gone. I mean, within seconds, it was like piranhas circling and going after a sheep.
Ooh, what flavor is this? Ooh.
It was not pretty. Just wrappers and pieces of chocolate everywhere. But they are delicious. They're really good. They're soft and easy to chew. They're healthy. 17 grams of protein, only 130 calories. 4 grams of sugar, 4 grams of net carbs, just all kinds of protein. 18 grams of protein. 18!
Thank you.
180 calories. In the coconut almond is 18 grams of protein. 180 calories. 5 grams of sugar, 5 carbs. I mean, so even their most carb-loaded candy or bar is only 5 grams of sugar. So, I mean, these are just fantastic. And they'll get you through your day. If you have a really powerful hunger pang, take one of these, eat it, enjoy it, live it, love it, and you're gonna get through your day. Go to BuiltBar.com, use the promo code PAT, and you'll get 15% off your first order. Promo code PAT for 15% off at BuiltBar.com.
Pat Gray returns.
I do. See, but that already happened. So, yeah, that was a bingo card thing this week. But we had bingo yesterday. Let's see. The data has shown, this will surprise you, that the states that shut down the longest suffered the most economically.
Wait, what?
What? Wait, what?
Who could have seen that coming, though?
I don't think anybody could. You'd have to be like Kruskin to be able to see that coming. Mm-hmm. People warned us early in the lockdown process, locking down a city or state will have devastating effects on the economy. Unfortunately, most leaders proceeded with lockdowns anyway, and now the full extent of the effects of the decision are coming to light. According to an article by the Wall Street Journal, the Bureau of Economic Analysis, I love the Bureau of Economic Analysis.
Yes.
What do you love about them more than anything, though?
The analysis that they do on the economy, just really good. Yeah, it's really good. And I love that it's a whole bureau.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really, it's fun.
Right.
It's a fun bureau.
It's not a trunk, it's a bureau.
Yeah. They've recently published state personal income and GDP data for the fourth quarter of 2020. So what did it reveal? Yeah, man. We already knew that GDP in most states saw a steep decline during the flatten the curve phase. Now we have a new crucial piece of information. States that allowed businesses to reopen earlier saw a significant bounce back by the end of the year. States that maintained its lockdown did not. Again, surprise! Right. The article points out that while Democrat governors continue to ease business restrictions, unemployment rates in states like California, which is 8.5%, New York, 8.9%, remain significantly higher than the national average, which is now 6.2%. New York City more than doubled that number with a 12.9 unemployment rate.
Yeah, it's actually more than that though. When you think of the independent contractors that don't necessarily count in those numbers, but I'm not taking away from the Bureau's study.
Man, don't you dare mess with the Bureau.
Don't mess with the Bureau
of Economic, whatever it was, analysis.
Yeah, analysis. You got there.
Don't you disparage them, because I told you I love them.
No, the BEA is those people, man.
The BEA. Yep. That's what its friends call it. The BEA.
The BEA, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know. That's why I said it.
Oh,
duh.
We've done it.
All right. So, are you going to get your vaccine, or are you not going to get the vaccine? Are you going to be able to participate in society, or are you not? You talk about a mark of the beast. How perfect would the vaccine be as the mark of the beast? Because You won't be able to participate in commerce. You won't be able to participate in society, really. They're going to keep you isolated if you don't do it, if you don't comply.
Right. And we're not saying you have to get it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What we're saying is you just can't participate in
right.
anything.
I'm sorry, you can't go to work. And we can't allow you to go to the grocery store.
Right.
Somebody else can for you who's been vaccinated, but you can't go.
And you listen.
I'm sorry, you can't go to games or concerts.
We can deliver some stuff to your house, but we'll have to drop it off outside. And don't you dare open the door till they go. Mm-hmm. Till they go away. Okay, that's it.
You'd be like your own little leper colony all by yourself.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some benefits there. You know, now that you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like the shutdown had some benefits.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
We didn't have to be around people.
It was kind of nice.
It was kind of nice.
I'll tell you another thing that was nice too for the people that did go out and about was smooth sailing a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the traffic is coming back heavy now.
I know. I was somewhere the other day. I was so angry. I was like, "Come on!"
I know
what happened.
We haven't had to put up with this for a year. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of heavy on the way home from work, and I left early, so it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock. There was a lot of stinking traffic. It's like, wait a minute, what?
I know. I left here the other day. It was 3:30, and I thought, oh no!
At that time of day,
we're back to drive time now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to get ugly again. All right. Rachel Bush and Jordan Poyer's wife have lost it on Twitter over the Bills vaccine rule. Rachel Bush, the wife of Bills safety Jordan Poyer, is throwing heat on Twitter after learning about a new vaccine initiative. She's upset that she won't be able to, go visit her husband, I guess, without getting vaccinated.
This is what we talked about yesterday with the Buffalo Bills players and fans. You gotta have
although the players, they're not insisting the players get vaccinated.
Which is really strange.
It is strange. I'm sure the players union probably won't let them do that.
I'm sure, but still, I'm surprised that the union isn't on board with that.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they get on board.
It's going to be a part of the next collective bargaining agreement. Yay.
The only safe way to have a full house for the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres games this fall is if all are vaccinated. That came from them the other day. But Bush, who said she recently had COVID-19, took to Twitter to express her concern over the new policy, which she called unconstitutional, among other things. Now, see, why would anybody care about that? Why would you care about it?
Thank you. We're talking about people's health.
Thank you. It's a health issue. I'm not talking about the liberty. I'm not talking about your rights. I'm talking about a health issue here.
We're looking at it different.
Yeah, right. That's how I look at it. I love that.
The exchange.
Kind of running around the Constitution thing. Yeah, well, I look at it as public safety. Yeah, that's your problem, douche. Is you're not looking at this through the lens of we have a constitution that must be followed.
And by the way,
I don't care how you're looking at it. There's a constitution here.
Tough.
Right.
Tough.
Yes.
Why does it matter what you think?
Yes.
Just tell us, give us your medical advice, and then we can move on. But that's not the way it is. Or at least that's not the way it has been.
Yeah. So we have pregnant wives who are breastfeeding, wives who have already had COVID, so it's dangerous to get vaccinated now. None of us are comfortable with getting the vaccine. None of us should be forced to do so in order to watch our own husbands play live, she said.
You can watch
That's
them
great.
play live on
At
television.
Home. At home,
Duh.
Puddin'. Puddin', don't you have a TV set? You probably have one of those really big flat screens.
Yes, you do.
I'm guessing. Maybe even have a theater room since you guys are all so freaking wealthy. Go watch your husband at home.
Thank you. You can still watch it live.
That's what they're going to get.
Absolutely.
That's the kind of condescending attitude that she'll experience.
I mean, and this is just to do with the stadiums, right? With now, I mean, even the NFL has come out and said that they aren't going to, which is why it's so strange that the players are not being mandated to do it, because the NFL is saying if you want to come into the stadiums, if you want to work with the teams, if you have anything to do with any of that, you have to be vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
So
basically everyone but the players at this point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're saying, we're not mandating it. We're just saying if you want to work,
yeah, right.
if you want something to do with any of us, You have to be vaccinated. I'm just surprised that really is strange that the players are not doing it.
Yeah.
Really weird.
We'll see if they do. Because I'm guessing the Players Association will cave.
Absolutely.
They'll
have
cave to this.
Oh, yeah.
So,
because
you have to.
Yeah. I don't want to play with players who haven't been vaccinated.
And they're all politically correct, so they'll be on board with this. But Rachel Bush eventually noticed she started to trend on Twitter. And so she tweeted out, I just don't understand how an opinion can trigger so many people. All I'm fighting... I love this. Listen to this. She knows how to play the game. This is a smart woman. All I'm fighting for is our rights and freedom for a, all caps, choice. How about that?
Yep.
Thank you.
You hit them right where they live.
You aren't lying.
In the choice muscle.
Yes.
The choice muscle, which we've learned only gets exercised when we're talking about killing a baby.
That's the one and only time. Go. You don't have a choice in any other instance, just whether or not you want to murder a baby. I love that, though. She uses it against them.
Yeah, that's great. Good for her.
Love it. I've never heard of Rachel Bush before, but I like her. I like her a lot. That's fantastic. Notice I guess she kept her name, though, right? So there's a woman's lib thing right there. Kept her name when she married her husband, Jordan Poyer. So she's a smart woman. She's a smart woman.
I know, you already said that.
888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Now,
do we know what she looks like?
I don't know. You could probably look her up on Twitter, I'm sure.
I got to find her. She's
or
hot.
On,
I like her.
On Google. Huh?
If she's hot, I'm going to like her even more. I bet she is. I mean, NFL wife.
Well,
right,
yeah.
Come on.
An NFL wife. What do you think?
Come on.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Rachel Bush.
Oh, man.
Gotta see if Rachel is hot.
You gonna change your opinion about her stance on vaccines?
She's not attractive. She's not that good.
Yeah.
If she's ugly, then forget this. Get the vaccine already. What's your problem?
Oh no, we're good.
No, we're good?
Yeah, we're good. No, she's a smart woman.
You're a fan?
She's a smart woman.
All right. I figured.
Wow.
Yeah, so as we mentioned, the NFL has already declared that team employees will lose their access to the facilities and the players if they're not vaccinated. Yeah. So how do you do that and then not insist that the players are also vaccinated?
I don't. It doesn't make sense.
That seems impossible to me. But I don't know. We'll see.
It's gonna get ugly.
It's already ugly.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's gonna get even more ugly.
You know, I noticed that. Let's see. Is it Tom Thumb or is it Kroger? I think it's Tom Thumb. Still has some of the one-way directions in the aisles at the store.
Oh, that's got to be Tom Thumb.
Really?
Yeah, they don't have them all the way down the aisle, but they have them at the very beginning of
just
the
so
aisles.
still lingering.
Yeah, just to let you know that, okay, you're still going the wrong way.
Yeah.
All right? We're not going to show you all the way down the aisle, but damn it, you're going the wrong way right now, and you know it.
That was the manager's decision
scofflaw.
for each store. You can take them down or you can leave them up.
It's just so stupid that you had one-way
now
directions
you're following them,
in a
right?
grocery store. Oh, of course. I followed them religiously.
Well, I mean, the virus does. I mean, it reads signs.
Yeah, right.
And it knows.
Right.
So if you're headed the same direction as the flow of the virus, the virus is always ahead of you, and you don't get it. So
don't turn
you're just
around.
Following behind the virus.
But if you forget something, like you said, Jeffy, don't turn around. If you got something back here, you better go the long way and come back around.
You
or
need to
else
circle back.
Yeah,
is what you need to do.
Else you're gonna have some sick days coming up.
I will have to circle back on that one.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much. All right. We have a couple of really cool things to play, too. We mentioned yesterday, we have the James O'Keefe audio about CNN.
Oh, they kicked him off Twitter for that.
Yeah.
It's about time, man.
Isn't it?
Oh, man.
He's had free speech for way too long. Needs to stop.
I hate that. I bet you he's not even vaccinated.
I'll bet you're right. I bet you're right. All right. Well, he got exactly what he deserved, didn't he?
Thank you.
We'll get into that and a lot more coming up on Pat Gray Unleashed. Some tweets here. Vern Lundquist tweets, cute mask, Fauci. Looks like something Ms. Frizzle would wear. I don't know Ms. Frizzle. Do you guys?
That's his cover mask. He still has the one underneath.
Does he?
Yeah, he always double masks.
He's got a double mask?
Yeah, he always does.
So asinine.
Magic School Bus lady.
Okay.
You know that little PBS show?
All right. Phil A. Buster tweets,
No.
when you have an urge to sing, stop. That's all for the vaccine singer woman. To the tune of Killer Queen by Queen.
Again, when you have an urge.
Don't. Yeah,
Stop.
don't.
Full stop.
Plus, all of her background singers have masks on.
I know.
Isn't that cute?
They
That's
look a lot
adorable.
alike, too.
Yeah, they look like her. It's weird how she got so many
I
people
know.
looked and dressed just like her.
I wonder how they do that.
I don't know. It's really weird. B. DeBodine tweets, the fact that the vaccine causes you to embarrass yourself on stupid TikTok videos is enough to make me stay away from it. Okay. There's a gun at the bottom of the sea tweets, I want nothing to do with these branch COVIDians. Yeah, me neither, but they're everywhere. Hogasm tweets, I think some of the players are not getting the gene therapy so they can get some time away from their wives.
Oh, yeah.
They're not getting it on purpose. I doubt that's the case for Jordan Poyer, though. Maybe.
I disagree.
But, yeah, I know you do. Show me a man
Oh, no.
who has a beautiful wife
Oh, no.
and blah, 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 blah.
That's not really the line. The blah,
Show you a
blah,
man
blah.
who's sick of her, right? That how it goes?
No, I think I like the blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay. Love the blah, blah, blah.
I mean, we've heard it so many times from this guy. You know,
Yeah.
we know how it goes.
Facts are facts.
We know
Pat.
what you're thinking before you say it. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Well, let's go to Chuck in Texas. Chuck apparently works at a vaccination site.
Oh, nice.
I bet you've seen some things, Chuck.
Yeah, morning, Pat. I work at a site. We give probably 1,000 to 2,000 shots a day, a big public site.
2,000 a day? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
has everybody fared pretty well? Everybody's fine. Everybody's excited. They're all euphoric to get the shot. Skip out of there.
Some are completely giddy.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that the administration's attempt to get the message out to adult white males is not working.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah, probably. Like 2,000 a day, maybe 20% are white.
Huh.
They're definitely the minority.
Yeah.
And they get a lot of Beto T-shirts and Beto stickers and
my gosh.
stickers. It's you can tell that a lot of left leaning. The Ruth Bader Ginsburg mask and the Fauci mask and the triple mask.
Yeah.
And I got tickled that I saw the other day a guy had a PETA sticker and a one of those circle with a slash for non-GMO. And he doesn't want to eat any corn or rice that have been genetically modified. Here, stand by.
That's a big thing for me
that
too.
is.
I'm
man,
hugely against the GMOs. It really pisses me off.
So do you find?
I'm out picketing almost every weekend.
Do you find that the
GMOs.
white males that do show up that aren't Beto-driven white males, are they country music television people? I mean, have they seen the ads on CMTV?
Or David Hoggs?
Yeah, probably not. Most of them are driving Teslas and Mercedes. Now, you get some guys that will come in, a group of them with the same uniform on from the same company that
Place of business,
the company sends them.
Oh, gosh.
So what about reactions? Have you seen any bad reactions to the shots?
A couple of people have passed out, but I think it's mostly just from the needle stick.
Okay,
they pass out every time. I usually the stories I hear about after the first or second shot are later on. I've had a couple break out in minor rashes that we treat, right there on the spot. And but as far as anything serious, I've only had to call one ambulance.
Well, good.
And it was a seizure, and I think it was a seizure disorder. So I think most of the reactions and problems come, the next day.
Right.
And what are you giving?
Seizure disorder.
Are you doing Pfizer, Moderna? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're a Moderna site.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And they're lined up. I was going to say I met you one time, and you gave me some great advice.
Really?
It was at one of Glenn's museums, and you were standing there looking at a block of wood or a hair sample or something.
Yeah.
And I walked up and introduced myself and struck up a conversation. And you said, and I'll never forget, you said, you should walk over there and talk to Jeffy. You'll find him charming and engaging. So So I did.
Were you drunk?
Wow.
Were you actually
No,
drinking
I was
at this
trying to divert
museum?
people from me to you. That's all. That's all I was doing.
There you go.
Yep, that sounds like me. All right.
awesome.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it.
That's really hilarious. That's good advice, though.
I
That's
can't
good
imagine I
advice.
actually said that.
Charming and engaging?
Yeah, that's, you know.
I mean, that's me.
I was desperate to get rid of Chuck, apparently, at that point.
You were more focused on the block of wood or the hair.
Yes, right.
Yeah, it's
right.
a museum.
Really enjoying myself looking at the block of wood. That happens, though. That happens to me. All right, real estate agents I trust. If you're selling your home or buying a home or doing both because you're relocating, it's really important to have a good realtor. And that's where realestateagentsitrust.com comes in, because we have only the finest of agents, only the best in your market. And if we can't find one who is really a standout person in that area, we just don't have one in that area, because we want to make sure that they're going to do the best job possible for you. Plus, in addition to their expertise and their experience and their commitment to their job, they're all fans of the show. So
nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
I really love that aspect, because you've got that in common with them, and you're not going to hear about, how important it is for you to get vaccinated and all of that stuff. Would be my guess. I mean, there could be fans who do think it's important to get vaccinated, but I doubt they're going to force you and try to force feed you on that.
Right, like the non-GMOs.
Right, exactly. So when it comes to buying and selling, buying or selling, either way, Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name really says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com.
Yeah, left.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
So last night in Indianapolis.
Yeah. At a FedEx building.
Another shooting.
Yeah, guy came in. He shot up the place. I think 8 people lost their
8
lives,
killed.
and there were others wounded. I'm not sure how they are
Was the guy
faring.
killed?
Yes, apparently he took his own life.
Okay, man, that happens a lot. That's so weird. Why don't you start there? Okay,
Right?
You're so messed
I was
up.
thinking the same
Start there.
thing.
Start with
I
you.
don't want anybody to kill themselves.
Right, but
All right?
if you're
Get
going to do
help.
that, then start with you.
Right.
And then work your way down. But start with you.
Thank you.
Really sad.
Very
Really
sad.
Do they have any kind of motive or?
As the last I heard, no. Just sad.
Yeah. And besides, every single one of these that don't fit their narrative of the white Christian person who's I don't know, just violent because of Trump. Anybody else, when it turns out to be, somebody from the Islamic faith, or it turns out to be some left-leaning person, why then they're just mentally ill. It's mental illness.
It's mental illness, and
mental
you know
illness
what?
and
you know
the gun.
what would solve the problem is not having the guns.
Yeah, the gun.
Yes,
the gun.
yes.
Otherwise, so I'm sure we'll hear about it. If it's a white person who, has any kind of right-wing ideology, but if not, we'll just not talk about it anymore.
And since he was reported, the last report I heard, took his own life, I'm sure that they're going to go the mental illness route and the gun.
Yep.
Sad. All the way around, it's sad.
888-900-3393. In Australia, they had a weird launching for a new warship. Apparently, a $2 billion warship was launched the day before yesterday.
Is that a lot?
At the ceremony, what?
$2 billion?
$2 billion?
No. What is that, like a little?
No, that's not a lot.
A little 8-foot flat
Yeah,
bottom?
it's like that.
Tugboat.
Yeah.
The tugboat.
$2 billion's nothing.
I spit on $2 billion.
I mean, unless you've spent over $1 trillion, you haven't even started on something.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't come to me with
Does it even have an engine?
$2 billion. It's not even $200 billion. I don't even want to hear about it. But for some reason, at the ceremony, this happened. And I think it was supposed to.
What is I am happening? A fan of Australia.
Look at these people that are. What is the deal.
The military brass are like
celebration. I'll tell you that. It's just a dance.
Did they show up at the wrong event? I mean, was this Jeffy's bachelor party?
Celebration.
Weird. It makes no. Who planned this event? I don't even understand this. So there you go. There's your Australian warship launch.
That's
nice.
weirdness. Is that weird or what?
That makes you proud to be Australian, doesn't it?
No, I don't think it does. They didn't look that proud. The military personnel that were there,
well, they couldn't.
Did not look that proud. They're like, what? I mean, what is this? Wow. Okay.
It's a celebration.
Are we opening a nightclub?
Yeah.
Or is this a warship christening?
I wonder what the name of that ship is now. You know.
For $2 billion, don't even get a name.
You don't get a name?
X.
It's the USS Twerk.
Actually, that'd be a great ship.
That would be a fun name. Well then. It's the HMAS Supply?
Okay.
Supply? I don't know.
All right.
Supply, yeah. It's
That's
the supply.
the name of it?
It's the Supply.
It's a dumb name
That
for
is.
a warship. The Supply?
Was there like a Navy Admiral Supply?
Oh, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
maybe.
Is that a name?
Well, we all know Australia is not a real country anyway.
Sure.
So
It's a penal colony.
obviously-
We know.
Right. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, said that she would have fought the Capitol rioters. I love this. If they would have entered the House chamber, by golly, she would have fought them.
Right.
She was asked by USA Today what she would have done if she wasn't evacuated in time. She responded, well, I'm pretty tough. I'm a street fighter. They would have had a battle on their hands. So there she is. Versus. So this,
Via Getty.
Yeah.
There it is.
Via Getty.
Nice job, Rob. Ready, fight.
By the way, that's not his name.
Oh, it's not?
No, that's Via Getty.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys walking around. You've got his name on the picture there.
Yeah.
I loved that when the left-wing people were like, he was so stupid he even left his name, Via Getty.
Could you explain what that's all about?
Yeah, Getty is a news service, and so when you get things from them, you say this is via Getty News Service.
So someone that works for Getty took the picture, put their watermark on it, and then the left went, Via Getty, find him.
And it's not like that's a new thing. That's
not new at all.
forever. You've been seeing Via Getty.
Yeah.
This picture came from Getty.
Via AP, Associated Press.
So ridiculous. But that's how stupid they are.
They are stupid.
They're butt stupid, and we all know it.
Yeah, but boy, they are pushing through some agenda action, huh? Or at least trying to right now.
But they did drop. They dropped the Supreme Court thing. The packing the
Oh, really?
For now,
Yeah.
they
I
dropped
missed
the
that.
packing
They still
Supreme
have.
Court.
They still have the. They're still going to talk about it and get their.
They're going to do the committee
idea.
thing that Biden set up. So for the next 6 months, I think they'll study it. And then, but they're not going to try to push the legislation. Pelosi said she wouldn't do the legislation.
Right.
You know,
she wouldn't have a vote on it.
All the Democrats came in front of the Capitol
amazing.
yesterday, and they spoke about why we need to pack the Supreme Court and all that stuff. And one of them was Hank Johnson, Mr. Tip Over and Capsize.
Isn't he afraid the Supreme Court would capsize?
I was about to read that tweet from Matt Schlapp, actually.
Okay.
See, exactly. I wonder if Hank Johnson worries if the Supreme Court will tip over by adding 4 new seats.
Capsize.
So it's good to know. Now,
that's good.
It was only a resolution, but they also put one out there that said time to abolish the Electoral College.
Oh,
So they're, of course, trying to get that
Yeah.
traction.
Every heinous thing that can be done to the country, they're going to try to do
Reparations, as you talked about earlier this week, and now DC.
That's going to happen.
DC statehood is going to go for a full vote.
Under this plan, the 51st state would be called Washington Douglas Commonwealth.
What?
Washington Douglas Commonwealth. Okay. Named for Frederick Douglass.
Sure.
It's a good guy to name it after if you're going to.
But you don't need to be
I mean, I would
messing with
prefer
DC
it to be
right
Washington via Getty.
The state would consist of 66 of the 68 square miles of the present-day federal district.
now. Oh, so two miles got smart and opted out?
No, thanks. We don't want any part of that. Republicans have been firmly against, of course, D.C. statehood. So you're going to have this tiny little state, if this goes through,
Right.
with 2 super liberal progressive senators.
Right.
And however many representatives they'll get. What? One representative? 600,000 people? How many people are going to be in the district, I wonder? Maybe 1 million? You might have 2. You might have 2, maybe 2 representatives. And they're going to all be crazy liberals.
Oh, I mean, it would almost be like that's what they want.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like that's why they want this to happen.
I mean, that was part of the plan, is a neutral location between the North and the South.
Yeah.
That wasn't a state.
Yeah.
And I looked this up. It is 17 times smaller than Rhode Island.
17 times.
Wow.
Jeez.
There's what your new flag would look like.
It's almost like, you're making the Vatican its own country.
Mm-hmm.
And so, then you've thrown everything off. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either.
The new flag.
50 states is just a nice, round number. We should just stay there.
Now, here's a thought. If you want to keep it at 50,
Mm-hmm.
tell you what. You guys make D.C. a state and then allow Texas to be released from the Union and become its own republic.
Either that or allow us to break up into 5 states so that we can have 10 senators.
There you go.
Because we do have that ability. Now, everybody thinks Texas has the right to secede. We don't. But it does have the right to break up into 5 states. So, let's do it.
Let's get on it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I don't want to.
If they're going to do that with D.C., do it with Texas. Although I wouldn't like to see that, actually.
Yeah.
But it would increase the number of Republican senators.
We could play this game.
Yep.
Well, you got to get power and do something with it when you actually have it, Republicans.
Very true, which never happens.
Nope.
888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Got some Friday tweets to share. Simcha says, for Kexi, do you make peanut butter cookies or are you a commie fascist?
What is it?
Wow.
One or the other, Pat.
Wow, man. I guess we're commie fascists. Right now, there's no peanut butter cookies.
Whoa. Get on that.
But there are some absolutely delicious.
Yeah, there's plenty
kinds
of
plenty of delicious
decisions
cookies.
you can make on which cookies that you want.
Yes,
that
is
are outstanding.
The best on the planet. Seriously, the best on the planet. Go to Kexi.com, try it for yourself. See what you think. Justin Sander tweets, I'm not opposed to responsibly developed and tested vaccines. The COVID vaccine was rushed to market and bypassed the correct process. Well, yeah, but I mean, we all wanted that, right? We all wanted them to get it to market.
And they just sped up the process. I mean, they didn't bypass. I mean,
they did speed it up.
Yes.
A lot. I'll be biding my time in getting it while Dems climb over themselves to be willing test subjects. There is something to that. There is something to it. But I think we all, at least I wanted it to happen fast.
Yes.
I wanted them to. But
now, one thing that we didn't see coming, and we should have, and I'm sure somebody, well, he saw it or she saw it coming, was the moving of the goalpost once it was with us.
Yeah.
Let's get the vaccine.
Yeah, because I thought that would be.
Yes.
I thought that'd be definitive.
Yes.
All right. Now we've had the vaccine. Now we can
Let's
get back to normal.
Move the hell on.
Right. Nope. Still got to wear the mask. Still
Yes.
got to socially distance. Still can't go indoors and eat.
Not good enough.
Yeah, it's not. It's never enough. Jason Roberts tweets, white males not getting vaccinated will become another way the government can discriminate against white males. Alexandria Go tweets, just remember, Jeffy, no matter how beautiful she is, somebody somewhere is sick of her crap.
Thank you. I mean, that's the point.
You don't have to remind Jeffy of that ever.
Me of that.
That's the point?
First of all, that was my theory to begin with.
Thank you.
First of all,
facts are facts. You don't have to
remind me of my own theory. First of all, apparently in California, there are 255 prison inmates that have requested a transfer to the women's prison since January.
These are dudes.
You have a woman now.
Yep. Okay, so the men want to be transferred to the women's facility.
Well, that's how they're identifying,
right? Surprise!
Right. What?
You've opened this up now and said, hey, if you identify as a woman, you don't have to have the surgery. You don't even have to have hormones. You just identify as a woman, and we could transfer you over there. And then you can do what you want over there, I guess.
This is courtesy of Gavin Newsom's signature a couple months ago.
Unbelievable. Did you not? How do you not see this coming?
California has a lot of prisoners, right? So, I mean, this is just a small
California?
percentage of
Really?
Yeah, just a small percentage of
Since January, 261 California inmates, prison inmates, have requested transfers to prisons aligning with their gender identity.
Thank you.
Oh, that means, because it's only 255 going to the women's, so about 6 have decided they want to go the other way. Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom signed into law in January a bill that requires the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation to ask every individual entering the department's custody to specify their pronouns, their gender identity.
This guy is a nightmare, man.
And whether they identify as transgender, non-binary, or intersex.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
And that guy is going to the women's prison.
Excuse me, that who?
That woman.
Thank you.
That ma'am is going to the women's prison.
Boy, wouldn't you love to have fun with the guards with that one? No, you're going to call me she and her. Got it? Got it.
Jeez. Of course, if you offer them the option, are they not going to request going to the women's facility? Yeah, I identify as a woman. Yeah,
right.
Sure I do.
Yeah, that's me.
Sure. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And then you're going to get a bunkmate because if they separate you out, then they're basically treating you what? It's not
They're discriminating against you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
The law prevents CDCR from disciplining the individual if that individual refuses to give this information, allows for information to be updated later on so you can say it anytime you want, and requires staff to use gender pronouns that the individual requested.
There you go. Jeffy's thinking, what kind of crime can I pull off in California?
Wow. He's turned that state into a nightmare.
He has. Oh, he has. It also requires that CDR house the individual in a correctional facility designated for men or women based on the individual's preference.
Mm-hmm.
Not even identity, their preference. Oh, I prefer to be in the women's prison.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
Oh, okay.
All right. And put him on the truck, Bob.
Should we call you he, they, them?
I don't care what you call me. Just get me to the women's prison. Jeez. What do you think is going to happen? Similar legislation has been passed in Connecticut and Massachusetts. Good luck with this stuff. Since the bill went into effect, 261 inmates have requested gender-based housing transfers. The vast majority of these requests were from inmates requesting to be transferred from to female facilities.
Right, male to female.
And only 6, we already did the math on this, only 6 didn't request to be in a woman's facility.
But I mean, we have what's-her-face now saying she wants to get rid of, get rid of the police and the jails, right?
Who?
What's-her-face from Michigan, Tlaib?
Oh, really?
Wasn't that her big thing about defund the police and defund the prisons and get rid of them all?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just know that Jeffy is fond of saying, if you show me one dude that identifies as a woman, I'll show you one dude that's sick of her crap. Or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. This doesn't end well, California. This is, you know what we're going to have in a couple of months? Stories of the sexual assaults in these prisons.
Prison rapes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think?
Prison babies.
And you're going to have Gavin Newsom to thank for that.
Yep.
Lawsuits against the state from the women that are victimized by this. What happened to women's rights? Man, they are just out the window.
Goodbye.
And all of this trans stuff, women have just been kicked to the curb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see ya. Yeah, whatever. What do you hate? You don't want us doing this? Why do you hate these people?
And you could flip it around, too. I mean, there's how many? There was a half a dozen going to the male prisons. I mean, the males are going to be accosted.
By the women?
Yes.
Yeah, won't they be? That's scary. That's scary for the men.
Really?
I know.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Scary.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'll show you something that is scary, though. We wanted to show this all week and just haven't gotten to it, so let's just do it. This giant lizard walking into a convenience store.
Yeah.
This is kind of fun. Look at that. Look at it. It's climbing up the shelves and stuff.
Wow.
I think that's a monitor lizard.
Making a mess, too.
Look at that.
That's a supply.
What would you do about that? I'm not going to touch that thing.
I'd video it and let it go viral.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let it tear up the store.
Look at that, man.
Who's a good little
He's
lizard?
going for the
Come here.
slushies, man. He knows what he's after. That's awesome.
That's bizarre. Was that Thailand? Is that where that happened?
Where was that, Jeffy?
I don't remember. I don't remember where it was because the first thing that came to my mind was shoot it and be done with it.
That would be mean. You don't shoot monitor lizards.
You don't?
No. I'm sure they're endangered in some way.
Oh.
Right? Their habitat has been... That's why they're in the convenience store.
Never mind. I didn't shoot
They're going hungry.
It's fine.
They're hungry. They're drowning. Like with the polar bears.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Really?
Their cubs are hungry and
monitor lizards
slipped
have
underneath
cubs?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're, again, the ice is melting and they're drowning.
Yeah.
And so you can hear them say... It's them crying for help underwater as they drown. Sad.
We're gonna have commercials for monitor lizards soon.
I want to thank Google for telling me that they're not extinct in really big letters when you search. Okay, thank you. We realize that, but yes, they are.
Endangered.
Endangered and protected.
Of course they are. I knew they were. I didn't even have to look.
Yeah.
You knew monitor lizards are endangered. Everybody is.
You think animals in the animal kingdom know their status, and maybe that's kind of like how they separate out?
Yeah, that's how they take advantage of us.
Yeah.
That's why that monitor lizard thinks it's okay to mess up human stuff.
See, like
come into the store.
Yeah, just come into the store and climb up the shelves.
Destroy property.
See?
Right.
So you can't do this, can you, house cat?
Little bastard. You don't have the right to do that. I'm endangered.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
See?
All right.
And think about it. I mean,
Go ahead.
we're separating ourselves as vaccinated, not vaccinated. I guarantee you
That's
the
a
animals.
big old boy too, man.
Yeah. The animals are
You're
like.
we're just carrying that thing out.
That thing's huge.
I know. You're not
You just kinda-
carrying that bad boy out.
You just kind of let him do his thing.
And if it's like the Komodo dragon, their bite is toxic.
Their bite and that tail would hurt.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I ain't touching it.
No, no,
no.
What's that? Is that a
No,
monitor
thank
lizard
you.
up on that shelf? Yep.
And that's where it's going to stay. Till
Is it for
somebody
sale?
comes- Somebody from the zoo comes.
If you can get it out of here, it's yours.
And you're right. This was Thailand, where
Yeah. Okay.
All
or
right.
Thailand, as some might call it.
Like who? Who would call it Thailand?
Oh, there was
That
this guy.
would be silly.
There was this guy once.
Oh, man.
I'm going there, though.
All right, toilet paper sales are dropping now. After a year of panic buying, I guess people have decided, okay, the toilet paper thing is...
Which is weird because everything else is
settled.
going up. They're saying that the states that are opening up, we're having shortages of stuff. We're having, they're blaming shortages on the states that are opening back up, but toilet paper isn't.
Yeah.
Really strange.
Toilet paper surged at the start of the pandemic and then all through last year. It was hard to find. And we're still working through the stockpiles of toilet paper that people were hoarding, and now sales are tanking because people have hoarded it, and we don't need it right now. We got enough.
My hoard has gone way down, though, man.
Has it?
Yeah. I'm down to the last one.
You
now.
did hoard it, though?
Well, I mean...
Wait, prepare or hoard?
We prepared.
Yes,
Thank you.
prepared.
Good.
He's
Good
a
for
Boy
you.
Scout, remember?
Yeah, that's right. Toilet paper sales in January were 4.3% lower than the same month last year before the onset of COVID-19.
Everything else has gone up, and we have shortages. That's so strange.
Yeah. That was followed by a 14% year-over-year slide in February and 33% plunge in March. It went down 33% in March. Huh.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's a shortage. I think that, right, this is people aren't buying the excess like they were.
They're eating healthier.
Yeah.
They're just not buying the excess.
There was a couple of industries that did really well with the pandemic. Toilet paper industry was one of them. Clorox,
Yes.
and everybody who sold bleach products.
So in the
did
next
really
6
well.
months, we're going to hear about their sales, going way down.
You would
too.
think.
But they're still having their sales are probably better or the same as they were prior to the pandemic.
I would think so.
Right?
Probably better.
Yeah.
I'll bet they're still better.
And the lady they quote in that story, she says, "Yeah, I'm stocked up. I'm good to go for a
She's
while."
got 54 rolls.
54 rolls?
That's not very
rolls.
much. 54
I can
rolls.
do 54 rolls.
You mean
in a-
54 cases?
Wait, hold on.
No, 54 rolls.
I got to hear this thought.
No, I'm just saying 54 rolls.
You can go through that in a
54 rolls.
You can go through that
in a
in a day. Is that where you're
a
going?
short period of time.
I mean, you need to lay off the fiber,
rolls,
man.
I don't even want to talk about it. Okay. All right.
No, but what I'm saying
I don't want to
is-
imagine Jeffy in toilet paper rolls. I really don't. I can't do it. I have to draw the line right there and say no. No.
Just gonna talk about it.
All right, we got Disney parks that are about to allow gender flexible costumes.
About time, right?
Which I can't wait. It's about time. How pissed have you been that they didn't have gender flexible costumes up until this point? When you looked at a costume, it was either male or female, and you knew it. What you should be able to look at a Disney costume and think, I don't know what the heck you are.
I don't know what
Right?
prison in California you belong in.
Right?
Don't be giving me any of your biases here at Disney.
Right.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Don't do it.
We don't want it. Don't
I mean, it's
shop that
incredible.
slop with us.
I can't believe that they're actually going through with it, right? Because the original thing on Disney was that you went there to escape,
Yeah, no, not now.
but not anymore.
No. We'll get into that in a second. First, let me tell you about Rough Greens. Been talking about Rough Greens for a while now. You know this is a supplement that you put on your dog's food. Just sprinkle it on top. And if your dog is like mine, they will love this stuff. And it gives them the vitamins and minerals and the probiotics and omega oils that they need that are essential for them to be really healthy. Now, if you only give them the kibble, the dry kibble stuff, those have been baked to the point where it's dead food now. You just baked everything out of it because they have to sterilize it so that it lasts 2 to 3 years on the grocery store shelf. I can't imagine that they last that long. Really? You don't? You've got packages of dog food that have been there for 3 years unbought? Wow. All right. Well, whatever. That's what they do. So, Rough Greens is a really good way to go so that your dog can still get all of those great nutrients, all of that living stuff that they need, again, to be healthy. Now, apparently, there are some dogs who take a little while to get used to it. So, the first thing we want to find out is if your dog will eat it. That's why they're offering a free bag of Rough Greens for your dog to try out. Right now, all you pay for is shipping. Just go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFF greens.com. Roughgreens.com or 833-ROUGH-DOG.
Effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
Translating Joe Biden so you don't have to.
Exactly.
It's Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze.
Isn't it, though?
Oh, man.
Disney parks going to allow gender-flexible costumes, visible tattoos for employees, and they just want to be inclusive. That's all.
Goes against everything that Disney ever did.
I know. Disney is not Disney anymore.
No, they're not.
Disney is not the Disney of the past. Disney is now, they're part of the beast, really, now.
Oh, yeah.
They're not fighting the beast. They're part of it. So they're making changes, creating a place where everyone is welcome.
Because everyone wasn't welcome before. They had guards at the gate stopping people from coming in.
Remember when they told everybody who didn't look like them to leave? No.
Actually, I don't.
No, I don't either. So they've kind of been inclusive. You could come anytime. How long have they been doing Gay Day or whatever at Disney?
Oh, yeah.
Well, even that, so what? That's not the only time gay people get to go to Disney.
I know, but they had a special day. Did they ever have a hetero day? No. They never had one. No, it's not. You never had a day based on bisexuality. You've never.
I've never.
But you
They
have
never
a
would.
day based on homosexual sexuality.
They never would. They would actually close the place down if we screamed to have a hetero day.
Yeah, the Daily Wire actually has a timeline of Disney's path to wokeness that stretches back to March of 2017, and they just.
Oh, it's before that.
Yeah. I understand that.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is hyperdrive now.
Sure is. Every Disney park cast member is familiar with our long-standing tradition of the 4 keys: safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency, which have guided our approach to guest service for more than 65 years. He announced that inclusion would become the 5th key.
Oh, good.
How
We're
wonderful.
adding another
Thank
key.
you, Disney. So important. Along with the others, will guide us as we interact with guests, collaborate together, create the next generation of Disney products and experiences, and make critical decisions about the future of our business. Disney parks are reimagining our attractions to be more inclusive, celebrating the diverse and inspiring stories of our cast and fans, looking at ways we can support and uplift our communities through programs like our Disney Dreamers Academy mentorship programs, and we're including more diverse companies in our supply chain.
So
good.
Now you can be a reimagineer.
Oh, they're including more diverse companies in their supply chain.
Yeah.
So you better. That's Coca-Cola telling their attorneys they have to have so many African Americans on there as attorneys if you want to work for them.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to do jobs for them. Wow. And ABC just announced that they're. The head of ABC now will be an African American woman who I'm sure is worthy of the position if she is.
Wow,
but it shouldn't be just because.
Listen to this. Disney Television Chairman of Entertainment Dana Walden admitted just a couple weeks ago, basically bragged about passing on a script because it's centered around a white family, only adding racial diversity through neighbors and other supporting characters. He said, quote, "I will tell you for the first time we received some incredibly well-written scripts, did not satisfy our standards in terms of inclusion, and we passed on them."
I mean, they're already saying now
So forget entertainment value. We don't care about that now.
Yep.
No.
We don't care about if it's a great, well-written script that's going to entertain people. Nope, we're not interested.
The show Luther with Idris Elba. It had, I think, 4 or 5 seasons, maybe 6, a few. I forget. It had like 20-some episodes, and everybody wanted more. And it was great. He was a detective in London.
I like him. He's good.
Fantastic. They just came out and said, his character really wasn't black enough.
He's a black man.
He is not
What do you
black
mean?
enough. And the food he ate and his friends in the show, he's just not black enough.
The food.
Hold on a second. Wait, what kind of food
What
did
does
he
that
eat?
mean?
I don't. That's what they said.
Wait, are they insinuating that black people eat a certain kind of food?
Okay, and if you make the character eat that kind of food, then you're racist.
That's unbelievable. Were there not enough? Well, I couldn't even say it because I was going to make a joke about it, but then that would be the end of us. So, I mean, but they can. They can say he wasn't eating food that's black enough.
Correct.
That is unbelievable.
He didn't eat,
That's
they
racism.
named Caribbean food, I think it was specifically called out. He didn't eat any Caribbean food.
He didn't eat any Caribbean food? Is he
in the show.
Caribbean
I don't,
on the show?
No, I don't know.
Do all blacks like Caribbean food?
Yes.
Huh.
Do they?
Yes.
I'm just.
Yes, that's a well-known
Justin,
fact.
do all black people like Caribbean food?
I can't see him, but I know he's shaking his head yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah? Really?
Thank
true?
you.
Okay.
Jerk chicken's great.
Because I love it too.
Hold on.
You can't.
I can't. I guess I'm appropriating black culture there.
You know what? Justin can answer this question for you. What should this character have been eating then to make it, correct then?
Justin, can you help us out with that?
Because we can't make any kind of stereotypical comments.
Could have eaten Jamaican chicken.
By the way, our the person who's running the Pat Gray Unleashed board today is Justin, who just happens to be black. And so he can speak on behalf of
and he's
all
only
black
here,
people.
actually.
He can't speak on behalf of all black people?
You're authorized to speak on behalf of all black people.
Right. And thank you for being a part of the program. We're following the Disney rule to make sure that we have more color on
if
the
you want to
program.
show want to show your tats while you're running the board, go ahead.
I don't know if that's legal.
So what is
nice dress, by the way?
What is black people food? Would you say?
I got collard greens.
Collard greens. Do you actually like collard greens?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Okay, what else?
You got mac and cheese. You got
a good thing I've never had any mac and cheese. I'll tell you that.
It's made differently, Jeff. It's made differently.
It's made differently.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, what's different about it? The mac or the cheese?
True.
All right. Thanks, Justin. That's
That
great.
is agonizing.
I mean,
Anyway,
I guess they can get away with it.
Yes. Yes.
for some reason.
So it's just amazing. This
That's
great
weird,
character that
isn't it?
everyone loved now isn't enough.
What a world we are.
So did they
creating.
cancel it?
Well, it has been canceled. She was just commenting that show couldn't be made today. Not like that.
Wow, that's unreal. Unreal. Got some tweets here. Tobin for Pope campaign tweets, Bon Jovi taught us what happens when we find the vaccination.
Yeah, baby.
But given the pause in the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, should he release another single about losing the vaccination?
I mean, we just do a
Keep my
re-release.
social distance.
Would you swear me she hug?
Until we find the vaccination, there's no substitute for love. So
Man, tell
love
me that's not
yourself
good.
and love
Beautiful.
your family. Love your neighbor and your friend.
Anytime you love a stranger, just your friend you ain't met yet. All those vocal stylings of John Bon Jovi. Aren't they great?
Good stuff.
Really good. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member John Bon Jovi.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. Paul 1382 tweets, I'm identifying as black today because I love Caribbean food. Okay. Yeah, I do too. I like jerk chicken. It's really good.
Whatever.
I like it. Smallmouth Bass Kurt tweets, Disney has been dead to me for a long time. Walt.
It's just incredible.
Walt Disney would not be welcome in the Disney.
I don't think he would.
I don't
Wow.
think he would want to be a part of the Disney Corporation
The
today.
point of going to Disney was to get away, right? The escape of going to the park and spending a day in this world that wasn't real. That's not real, right? That's the point of it. Not anymore.
No, it's not.
They want real life intruding on everything.
Yeah.
Because what was the main thing about Disney? It was traditional America, right?
Wow, that sounded racist to me.
Oh man, you kid me! You just kid me with that traditional stuff.
That's a good point. I mean, it was supposed to be an escape. I mean, there's no escaping wokeness now. There's just not. It's everywhere.
Just like Chicken Man.
No.
Chicken Man, he's everywhere.
What
He's
about
everywhere.
Jerk Chicken Man though?
Well, Chicken Man was a jerk, so
there you go. He
kinda
covered
fits.
it. He was there.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
All right. I don't know what this Who Among Us video is. What is that?
That's the drawbridge. You want to see Dukes of Hazzard in Daytona, Florida, I believe it is?
Oh.
Watch this video. He
He
busts
jumps
through.
the drawbridge?
Yeah, he busts through the arm, and then he woohoo!
Right now, having lived in
Why
Florida,
do you do that?
Okay, so
In a hurry.
Yeah, he's in a hurry.
Who among us hasn't done that?
Thank you. I will tell you this.
Who among us?
Having lived in Florida for many years, I understand this because these damn drawbridges.
And then how long
stop
are they
all
up like that?
Well, it takes a while to crank them up.
Yeah, I bet.
And to crank them down, and then you got
And he
all
wasn't
these
gonna
cars waiting in line.
Yeah.
And underneath the drawbridge, one little freaking sailboat comes by.
Yeah.
So I can understand that.
He is fortunate, though, that he didn't wind up in the water.
Well,
'Cause-
no, I mean, when they're early like that, the jump is pretty easy. But what got him in trouble was breaking the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Did he get in trouble? Did he get arrested?
Yeah, they think they know who he was, and they were going to.
Was that a Volkswagen? I mean, that's a commercial
You
right
break
there.
those gates. Now you're talking. You're destructing. Government property, right?
You're
City
destructing
property,
it?
Yes.
Jeffy,
You don't want to destruct
No, you do not.
You may know
property.
this. You may know this. How much do you think those guys get paid to sit in that little box all day and like, oh, here comes a boat.
lot. Yeah,
I'm
the
going to
the
crank it.
drawbridge operators. Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be the most boring.
And I got
job.
news for you. The days of cranking the
Yeah, I
bridge
got it.
open
I got
doesn't
it.
happen. It's like
Don't
hey,
get
there's a
distracted
drawbridge.
here. Yeah, no,
push
that was
the
good.
button.
I'm glad you got hung up on that. I would have done the same.
It's all right.
So Egypt has seized the Ever Given, the big fat ship that jammed in the Suez Canal. They're demanding
I appreciate you
900.
calling it the big fat ship for
It's
a
just a
second.
big
And then looking
bone ship.
directly at you,
Yeah.
as I
bone
said,
ship.
big
I don't know,
fat.
I like that really,
ship.
but you go on with your little.
It's an
story.
athletically overweight ship, Pat.
So they're looking for $900 million for the Suez Canal blockage.
Yeah,
$900 million.
they're holding the ship hostage.
Wow.
Seriously.
Wow.
I'm sure they'll work out some kind of deal, right? They'll just say, we can't pay you $1 billion now, but we'll give us our ship back and we'll give you, we'll pay you off in time. Don't worry about it. Every time we come through the canal, we'll toss, $100 million in a suitcase at the gate and we'll be fine.
So it's a Japanese firm that owns it, and they're holding the ship until they fork over almost $1 billion. Wow. That amount would account for the cost of moving the 400-meter long ship after it ran aground. 400 meters. What is that? Could be 4 inches, or it could be 500 miles. I don't know.
This could be a
There's no
serious
way to
issue.
tell.
It could be.
I mean, they spent a lot of money trying. They
Yeah.
spent a lot of money trying to remove this, get this ship unblocked.
Yeah,
man, they did. So a lot of money, time, energy.
Does that mean it's big? 400 meters is big, or is it small? I don't know.
I have no
There's
idea.
no way to tell.
I don't know.
There's no way to tell.
I'm not a shipping expert. I don't know.
And apparently the
Quarter
company,
of a mile long.
the Japanese company, doesn't want to pay anything. They don't want to pay anything, not a penny. Well, I mean, you should be liable for something, right?
Well,
I mean, you cost economies a lot of money.
But it was windy.
Oh, yeah, and the sun was in their eyes.
It was windy. There was a storm.
That's right.
There was a sandstorm, remember?
No,
So it was an act of nature.
Was there a sandstorm? Is
That's
that
what
how
they,
got
they originally tried to blame it on that. Yeah, that there was a sandstorm and that, that's
in the
what
canal?
got thrown.
Get out of here. There's no sandstorm in the canal.
You're
in the water.
Okay.
You're in
but that's what
water.
surrounded the canal.
He
is
was
desert.
he was waiting for the drawbridge to open up. And he was just trying to kill time and circle around and got stuck.
That's it.
400 meters. That's a quarter mile. That ship is.
That's a big ship.
Yes, it's huge.
That's big. Now that you've said quarter of a mile, I know how big it is. I had no idea before.
I cracked the code.
No idea. None.
Yeah, you have to pay a fee to get access to this information.
Egypt also says that they suffered great moral damage in addition to the financial costs.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. They suffered
Did
moral
they say
damage.
the canal suffered? Like,
Well, I mean
that's
that's big business for them, right? Well, that is a big business for them, and we're still being told that we're paying for shortages because of the backup of the Suez Canal. The bottleneck is causing all these shortages worldwide.
That's why there's a shortage of toilet paper right now.
And ketchup.
And
Thank
ketchup.
you. And it's ketchup packets.
They were all on that boat.
Ketchup packets.
And the secondary company is trying to come out and say, there's no shortage. We planned on it. We've got plenty of ketchup. We've got plenty of ketchup. Heinz has like a 70% share of the market.
Yeah.
So the secondary market,
Yeah, I know. I know. I've never even heard of red gold ketchup.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. And they called it the second biggest, although they said tomato product.
Yeah,
so
the
they're not the second biggest ketchup company because that's Hunt's, right?
Or
Del Monte.
Fancy, whoever makes the packets, because they're they were most concerned
Fancy
about the packets.
sucks.
I know.
I get so pissed when somebody
I
hands
know.
me a fancy ketchup packet.
I just got some fancy packets from a place the other day.
Who was the dastardly company that?
Darn it!
Did you show him your badge?
I can't. I was so angry. No, they came home. They were brought into my home.
Whoa! No.
Illegally.
Wow.
Illegally.
Wow. That can't happen. I thought.
I even took a picture and I sent it to the company and I said, "This will not stand," and I've canceled the payment.
Who was
I can't remember what it was.
I'd like to know.
Gosh, darn it.
See, a lot of shows are going to talk
Like
about
to know.
the vaccinations and the big controversy with that. This show, we get right to the heart of the
Ketchup
matter.
packets.
I mean, that's
Oh,
relatable
yeah.
right there.
Thank you.
Seriously.
That's what do Americans do when they get home with their takeout? Look at the packets they get.
Yeah, and
That's everyday Americans.
if you get home though and they haven't put the packets in the bag, then you're like, oh my gosh, do I have any old ones laying around somewhere?
Most of the time, I use my own
Well,
ketchup.
if you're
anyway.
taking it home, that's not a big deal because I got me
I have my
a
own
ton of
ketchup.
Heinz.
Thank you.
I'll
I have
use my own
thank
Heinz.
you.
Yeah, the only problem there is, boy,
Yeah.
this is
I
gonna
preferred
sound,
my Heinz.
This is
going
going
to
to sound really pathetic. You get the warm food from the restaurant, but your ketchup from the fridge
I
is
like
cold.
it. I know that's what makes it good.
I'm okay with
no,
that.
I want it to be the same.
No,
I can
the
work with
chilled
that.
ketchup with your warm food. That's the fries. That's the way to do it.
I agree.
I like it room temperature.
I agree.
Well, you're not American.
Guilty. There I am. I mean, I do like curling. Sorry.
All right, we have some bad news.
What happened?
Oh no.
The actor best known for playing Steve Urkel on Family Matters.
Bad news?
Yeah, he's starting his own cannabis line.
Everybody is.
Or is that good news? Maybe that's good news to
Everybody
people.
is.
I don't know.
I mean, it looks like he started, according to that picture, his
I
own
know.
cannabis line in the 80s.
That's true.
That guy made a fortune doing that stupid
That
bit.
was
yeah.
the dumbest show in the history
Made a
of this
fortune off
planet.
that show.
Family Matters?
Oh my gosh, I hated that show. How I hated that.
That's fun.
So asinine. Jaleel White, who played Urkel, is working with a cannabis company, 710 Labs, to market his its Purple line cannabis site says purple strains of cannabis were on the rise when his show was on TV, and White's uncoordinated character supposedly inspired the name for a strain called Purple Urkel.
Purple Urkel.
Awesome.
The brand's logo features Jaleel White as Steve Urkel with his signature glasses and hair that blends into the smoke rising over his head.
Wow.
Nice.
He's White is a longtime smoker, according to Leafly. Okay. Steve Urkel is a longtime pothead. That's great. That's good news. So Disney's been ruined. Steve Urkel has been ruined.
You know what else has been ruined?
What else?
The pay scale of professional sports.
Oh, yeah.
The pay scale of
I
professional
don't know that that's
sports.
ever been fixed, frankly.
And especially, I looked at this. This was brought to my attention the other day. The difference in pay scale between LeBron James and you know who Sue Bird is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Former UConn star. And
I don't think
WNBA.
you know who Sue Bird is.
I do know
Sue Bird
who
is a WNBA,
WNBA star. Yes.
Of course we knew.
I knew you didn't know who she was. That's why I was telling you.
WNBA fanatics.
So she's been in the NBA, the WNBA, same as LeBron. There was a side-by-side of both of them. 17 seasons.
Oh, let's see the side-by-side.
17 seasons.
Look at both of them. 17
4
seasons.
championships.
4 NBA and WNBA championships.
Now look at the difference in the salary.
In the salary. This is uncalled for.
Unbelievable.
2020 salary for Sue Bird, $215,000.
Oh, wow. That's
2020 salary for LeBron James, $37,440,000. Yeah, I wonder if that has something to do with the revenue that comes in.
I mean, it's definitely an eye-opener for female versus male
It's an
athletes.
eye-opener, all right.
It sure is.
It shows you how much more money comes into the NBA than the WNBA.
I'm amazed that they pay her that much, to be honest.
To be honest, yes. You should be thankful for the $215,000.
You are lying. And plus the 11 or 12,000 you got as a bonus.
Wait,
for winning
put
the
up
championship.
the side by side again, because what was the last one? Oh, okay,
The
bonus is for
winning the finals. Yeah.
Hold on. I just
LeBron
looked,
got 370,000 and she got 11.3. Yeah.
I just looked up the income, the revenue generated by each league. You ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Okay.
I know what this is.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
And it's substantial.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the NBA brings in $8.76 billion.
Okay, with a B. $8.78 billion. $760 million. And the WNBA brings in
$60 million.
$60 million.
Wow.
Just
Not
a
even
little difference.
There
Just
is
a
a
tiny,
tad.
tiny
Somebody
difference.
that knows how to do math.
And they bring in
do the
60
ratio
million.
between the salaries.
Right,
What was
thank you.
what was the salary again on that?
Well,
So if we
LeBron
put
got
the 18
37
minute together
Yes.
along with the 7 minute together, you got 22 minutes. You sell it with 8 minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Exactly.
There you go. You don't need anybody to call in there. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Works for
You
you.
nailed it. Way to go.
I mean, I'm not even a fan of LeBron, and I feel like
I
I'm
don't
sticking
like
up for
LeBron
him here.
at all. But you're sticking up for reality.
Yes.
There you go.
The reality is that the NBA subsidizes everything the WNBA does.
I'm sure that 680 million or whatever they bring in.
That's
is
probably a loss.
Yeah.
That's a net loss.
That's
I'll
a
bet.
And you know what that is? You just said a Pat Gray T-shirt idea that I'm going to send off right now. Sticking up for reality. Pat Gray Unleashed. I mean, seriously, that's what we do here.
That's what we do. Every day. We're proud of that. I mean, $8.7 billion compared to $60 million. I can't even do the math on what a tiny percentage that is. I can't. It is so far under 1% that I don't even know what it is.
I mean, I'd love for LeBron just to toss some cash into the WNBA out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, they won't. You know what they're going to do is apologize for it. They'll say how despicable it is that Sue Bird's not making, $20 million or $30 million. Okay, well, the whole league makes 60.
Right.
What are you going to pay these people? You're paying them what you can. Seriously, they're fortunate to make that much money.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think the average salary in the WNBA is around 40 or 50,000, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, then Sue Bird is way overpaid.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's the biggest star in the league, so she's going to make more than she's like LeBron, which is why they compared the two. But don't try to give us the poor mouth thing that the women are just being so discriminated against. No, they're not. When they bring in the kind of money the NBA does, then pay them that way. Right. They will.
The ratio is very similar, by the way, if the Keith math is correct. So,
all right.
There you go. Make some more money in WNBA.
Right. I mean, I don't know what to tell you when it's 8.7 million to or 8.7 billion to 60 million.
Yeah.
That's not even what we're talking about.
And that's why, I mean, that side by side just taught me, when I saw it, I was like, come on. Because then we go back to what's her face from the soccer, from the women's soccer team.
Rapinoe or whatever her name is.
Continues to hammer, still not paid the same as men.
I know, you're paid more. Yeah, fortunately, we had the story from USA Soccer that showed that they were actually paid more over the last 10 years than the men.
That can't be.
They
say they're not.
I know they say that. I didn't
realize that her and Megan were an item. Well, then
who and Megan?
Sue Bird, right?
Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe?
Yeah.
No, Megan's married, not to Sue Bird, right?
I don't know. I'm just looking at Sue Bird, partner Megan Rapinoe. Yeah.
What?
So there you go. That's probably where they're babbling about that in their house all the time.
So they crossed the streams in sports and married each other?
Yeah.
Sue Bird is no.
I'm just looking at Wikipedia right now.
No, Megan married the other.
I thought
soccer
she married
girl.
a soccer.
Yeah, she married the other soccer
star.
Girl. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, she didn't marry. Sue Bird's not worthy of Megan. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
Wait, are you saying women's soccer is better than women's basketball?
Oh my gosh, by so far superior.
I mean, I don't even know how you decide what is better. They're both so bad.
I just did.
They're seriously so bad.
Yeah.
So Sue Bird is married to Megan Rapinoe.
Here is the personal life section of Sue Bird's Wikipedia. Bird publicly came out as a lesbian on July 20th, 2017, saying that she had been dating soccer player.
Whoa. I'm still trying to assimilate all that information. Like, what a surprise that was to everybody. I still haven't quite recovered. Go ahead.
Right. Probably got to be the first female basketball player to come out as gay. Is that right?
Yeah. Or
gotta be.
Soccer, tennis, whatever.
Saying that she had been dating soccer player Megan Rapinoe for several months. In 2018, she and Rapinoe became the first same-sex couple on the cover of ESPN's Body Issue. They announced their engagement October 30th, 2020.
How beautiful.
So I don't know if they've actually sealed the deal yet. But they're at least engaged. Oh, okay. Well, somebody needs to update the. That shows you how impressively popular the WNBA is. No one's bothered to update the personal life section of Sue Bird to say she's married now.
And you want to let people know she's off the market. Because, when you're that big a star, you have a lot of suitors. So, okay.
No, they're.
All right. Well, that's cool. Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe. That's interesting.
Power couple.
Is there a number of people who can call, Ivan?
There is.
888-900-3393 is that number. All right. I love this. Veteran leftist actor and filmmaker Rob Reiner. This is the man who made Princess Bride.
Oh, this got to hit close to home, right?
Yeah, this hurts. Mm-hmm. He made not only Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, which is also one of the greatest
classics,
I didn't know that.
Right? It's a classic.
Movies of all time. Yeah. Lambasted all Republicans as secessionists who stand for nothing except white nationalism.
Wait, what?
Moron.
Nothing except white nationalism. Wow. Broad brush much?
They refuse to govern. We continue to fight the Civil War. Whoa. Democrats will have to use all their power to hold our country together. Now, he's the one, he also played Meathead, right?
Yeah.
Which is what he is. He's obviously a meathead. It was an actual...
was written for him.
Yeah,
right.
It was a real role that he plays in real life.
What is this white supremacy thing? Like, now Hollywood's getting on board.
Sick of it.
Shared earlier this week. I mean...
Sick of it. I can't take it.
Your labels get more and more ridiculous.
The only way, here's what he tweeted out, And by the way, I guess this doesn't violate Twitter's standards.
No, because he's a Democrat.
The only way Republicans can maintain white supremacy is through voter suppression. With every major corporation coming out against them, seems like they're taking out their AK-15s. What a moron. What a meathead. AK-15s and shooting themselves in the feet.
Oh, so bad.
Oh, jeez. He doesn't even know, or is he trying to be cute by saying AK-15s? No, right? He just doesn't know that it's AK-47, right?
He has to, though, right?
He doesn't know. I'll bet he doesn't know. Idiot. What a moron.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just embarrassing. And why would you try to slap all your fans in the face like that?
Oh,
at least half of your fans are
I don't know
going
that
to be
true
Republicans,
anymore, right? I don't know if that's true anymore for a guy like him. That half his fans are, because what has he done? Really, I mean, what has he done in the last 20 years other than be a meathead?
Nothing. Yeah,
right.
Nothing. Yeah.
So I don't know that that's true. I think that he's speaking to his choir.
Could be.
And we see it obviously because it's social media and our people cover it, but I don't think that doesn't bother him.
It's just too bad. Yeah, all of those people have been ruined. All of the Hollywood elites, Rob Reiner, Robert De Niro,
and they've been that guy.
Yeah, even Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Yes,
but at least we still have Disney, though, right? That's
no,
good.
Right?
No, we don't have that either.
Disney.
No.
At least we have sports, right? Pro sports.
No,
I mean, that's a.
I will say we have Brett Favre. Thank you, Brett Favre, for
Has he backed off that yet?
He's going to get hammered for this. I'm sure he's already getting hammered for this. But he said people don't want. What was it? How did he put it?
Wokeness.
They don't want wokeness in sports. We don't want woke sports. And he's right.
Yeah, he is.
He is so incredibly right.
I bet you he's backed off that now, though, because he will. He's probably
going to have to.
He's going to come in and say, "No, people don't want wokeness in their sports, but the players, of course, need to be able to verbalize and vocalize and show what they believe in at all times."
Because can you imagine how all these woke athletes are jumping all over him? I'll bet he's getting hammered right now. How dare you say that we should be silent? And we're going to use our platform to make sure that the world's a better place in which to live. What?
Let's see. Actually, he got some support from
who?
Diamondbacks pitcher.
Oh, okay. Well, the Diamondbacks pitcher is on board.
Micah Owings.
You want to talk about being happy? That's Brett Favre right now. He got some people in his line.
You got a guy named Micah Owings supporting him.
Good. Okay. Well, good. He's all set then.
You got the middle reliever.
So you got Brett Favre.
The setup man came out for him.
Diamondbacks pitcher.
I don't know.
So
he might be good. I don't know.
Taken care of.
We're good.
Taken care of. He's not getting hammered by anyone.
But but the positive on this, as I'm doing a news search, okay, I don't see that he's backtracking, that he's clarifying, or
which is
anything
good.
like that.
That's good.
So you don't have to if you have a Diamondbacks.
Right.
I mean, if you got a 30-year-old or 38-year-old pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks on your side,
good. You're all set. You're solid. We'll see how solid he is by Monday. All right? Brett Favre on his knees begging for forgiveness. That'll be the story.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.